Okie dokie then. Hello everybody. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good and everything's going well so far. As you see in front of you, I kind of Started the design of the pour. Add some bubbles. After the bubbles, I might throw some flowers in there. All right, so this stream won't take really too long. So hopefully we'll just have a good time. If you got any questions, I'll try my best to answer them. All right, but we're gonna get this right underway. As you look to the lower bottom, as it's trying, I guess, to stay in focus down there, I've got lemon yellow, I think it's sap green there, and titanium white, black, light and dark blue. Let's make sure this thing's in focus. It's trying. There we go. And we'll bring it down there. You guys can see everything there. All right. So far, so good so far. Okay. I appreciate everybody being here. Tamzart, Patty, how are you? Mo and Linda. Sonia, Madonna. How's everybody doing? Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up or down button. Either one. Okay. It loves me regardless. All right. I'm going to get rid of this face so this spread out there. And you guys get to see the whole deal. All right. All right. So this is what we have going on so far. All right. I've done the circles in just permanent marker. The pour itself has varnish on it, so it's, you know, dry and all of that. This is more like a WWE 1987 Hulk Hogan t-shirt type of colors, so it was kind of hard for me to see what to do with it. And so I decided, you know, Veronica from Me Paintings had the wonderful threaded designs, so I decided to go that route with it. And then I'll just add the coloring on the bubbles, then we'll throw some leaves and stuff in there. All right, we'll have a little bit of fun. Okay, okay. Good to see you, Doris. I really enjoy your lives, and you have some of the most unique cups, I must say. I don't know if they were laser printed or what, but they're very nice and they do great designs. Your pour with the chicken pox, that looked great. It was fine, you know. It came down with some measles. Hey Gretchen, how are you? Lord, don't tell me this pour brings back I am a real American memories. Does it, Gretchen? Really? You're not going to jump on top of your bed and start pulling off your shirt, pointing at the crowd, are you, Gretchen? Let's not do that. Some memories need to just stay memories, Gretchen. Okay, enough beating up on the crowd. Let's get going. All right, once again, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hearing me joke on people. All right, we're gonna go with a 1/2-inch brush. I had to buy some new brushes, and like I said, this is a 1/2-inch brush. I just get them at the local big box stores. As long as it's springy and it holds its shape, hey, I'm good to go. All right, trust me, I've got some $40 brushes around, and you'll highly doubt you'll ever really see them because they leave hairs and all sorts of gifts on your palette. They leave gifts on your board, on your canvas. They don't hold their shape. I'm like, you know, $40 not well spent. So okay guys, you know what? Retire the Hulkamania tank tops. Retire the t-shirts, okay? The guy's handlebar mustache has now turned gray, all right? And what little bit of hair he did have, he has even less of that. It's over, okay? No matter how many vitamins he ate and prayers that went unanswered, he's still getting old like all of us, all right? He'll be doing guest appearances on Sesame Street anytime now. Okay, enough of beating up on Hulk Hogan. Let's get ourselves some titanium white. All right, we're gonna bring it right here, and we're just half load the brush. I'm gonna get a slight touch of water. All right, and we'll just half load the brush like this. All right, let's take this half loaded brush. All right, we'll do the first circle. Let's see if I can get this closer without it looking like crap. Let's see if I can do that. It looks like a hot mess. Let's see if I can reduce that a little bit. So hold on. Let's see if I can do that. Let's open this up. I just want to shrink that a little bit. This left. Unlock it. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it unlocked. There we go. Let's see if I can reduce that. If I shrink it down a little bit, maybe it'll get that pixelation out of it. So let's bring it here. Let's see if that'll work. All right, we'll try that. All right, let's switch it over. We'll bring it right there. Okay, so we're gonna work with this guy here. All right, we'll take, now it's half loaded here. We're gonna take the faded edge and keep it inside. And we're gonna keep the edge with the paint on it on the outside and follow as close as you can to the outside black line there. The shaded, or the part that's holding the shadow, obviously is on this side here. So whatever's gonna be bright will be here. All right, so it's a very simple illusion for a circle. All right, to make it look like a bubble of sorts. We're gonna come here, close as you can, go in a circular motion, and spread it out at the middle. And then twist the brush, go thin, twist, go thin, twist, go thin, like so. All right, now as I'm doing that, I will try to fade this. See this? Just fade. Come on the other side, do the same thing. I'm never really turning the brush away from each other. But I'm trying to get a nice gentle fade, like so. All right. So it doesn't really take too much to do. I'm just rinsing off the brush, getting a little bit of water, and I'm gonna just go back in and just really gently blend that out, like so. All right, and we can go through these pretty quickly. All right, so I'm gonna let that stay like it is. We're gonna come back and we do the bigger fella on the bottom. Let's get a little more paint right here. A little touch of water on the opposite end of the brush. Once again, it's this single load or half load the brush. All right, a lot of Donald Dewberry does this a lot. All right, for her kind of designs for her florals. All right, we're gonna do it again. The painted side on the bottom. Follow me? Of course you do. Come around again, come around again, come around. Actually, didn't go this way. Come around, press, press. Keep that circle going. We're gonna turn the brush narrow again on this side. Now you can go back over this as many times as you need. All right. And you can always straighten it out, correct it, do whatever you feel. Because I know I need it heavier here. Okay. And curve around. Just like so. Now I'm going to take just some water and come on around. And you want a nice gentle fade from the white into the other colors, and you just repeat it going back and forth. All right. Now with me doing this on a varnished piece, okay, sometimes you're gonna need a little more paint than water Because if you use too much water, it's just going to bead and bubble up on you. All right, and it'll be pretty much useless. And it's not very transparent. Or it is transparent, it's too transparent. All right. So I really want the nice little transitional fade going on with this. And it's a bigger circle, so you can add a little more paint, a little more love to it. All depends on how much of it you want seen like that. Okay. If you feel you got to go closer, bring it closer to the other edge. You can work it like that. Okay. And don't worry if you feel you're gonna mess up or you feel it doesn't look right. Remember, it's still paint with water. You can wipe stuff away. Okay, just like that. Okay. So while it's doing that, let's just get pure paint. We'll come up here, and you're just gonna add a nice little curved shine there, and maybe a little one over there like that. You can have either one or two, whatever, once again, floats your boat. I can come here and add one like this. Okay. And maybe a little line of something here. Or a dot, or, you know, whatever you want over there. All right, but you see what it's starting to look like? Minimal effort, maximum effect. So think of it that way. All right. Okie dokie. Let's get a little water, a little bit of this paint. You only have so much of that here, so maybe a little dot or something here, just to give the appearance of a little bit of a little bit of a glow there. All right, and I can kind of rub that out a little bit. Something like that. All right, you really don't have to add too much of anything there, just pretty much what you have. All right. Yes, it's acrylic paints over a fluid piece. Layla and Mia, how are you? I was just reading some of the comments in the chat. Thank you very much, Mo. Appreciate you. Ernie, I'll get your name straight. When I see the two names, I just, think it's kind of rude if I just say one name. But I think, one of them's your pet, right? Layla and Mia. Okay. 1, 2, 3. As you notice also that we have odd numbers here. All right. Our eye takes a lot kindly to the odd numbers than even. Don't ask me why, but it just does. All right. Let's get into some of the fun parts, shall we? Now, because I did this more or less freehand, I didn't measure anything out. Okay. Even though you can't really tell as of yet, but it is uneven. It's thinner here, a little wider here. But hey, it's all right. We got stuff going on in here. Nobody really noticed. Okay, it's smaller up here, longer here, but that's all right. Nobody really gonna pay attention to all of that. Let's have a little fun. We're gonna put some leaves in here somewhere. We'll probably start off acting like it's behind the pour. So we're gonna come out here, and we'll swing some out here. We'll branch it off and swing some coming this way. We're gonna put some leaves probably a little bit in front of the bowl here. We're gonna bring some, just all over the place. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go with a slightly brighter kind of green. Okay, we'll add a little bit of blue in there because we have to get it sort of to compete with Hulk Hogan's shirt here. Okay. I might even put a little black in it. We'll grade up a little bit. All right. Okay. I do use heavy body acrylic paint also. And because this is already have varnish on it, I really can't water it down too much with water. Okay, not too much. You kind of have to play with. Now, I would use glycerin on this. Okay. but I kind of wanted to dry a little quickly. Not like it's for sale or gonna be someone's gonna buy it immediately, but it's just me and my patience for it. But we'll put one right here like that. All right, so we'll start one off there. Okay. All right. Oh, once again, we'll maybe snake one. Oh, well, here, let's pop this one on here real quick, just like that, and we'll come here and we do the same thing, just like so. We'll make a design like that. Get some more green. Now, please forgive my post-nasal drip. It's gonna start. Once again, I'm gonna use more paint than glycerin. I want it to dry and I want it to be opaque because it has all of this to fight with. You got me? Okay, well, we'll just make pretend one branched off the other one. We'll come over here like that. Come over here and we'll have it go a little bit into the petal there, or into the bubble, just like this. Okay, we'll come here and do the same thing, a little bit into that bubble. All right, we'll add a few more. Let's have one, maybe we'll have it branched the opposite way. We'll have it come from over here, come out here, and come down like that. All right, right here. Right there. I think we're good, like right about there. That's cool. All right, we'll have one coming here, right here. Actually, we have it come past that one and then come maybe under there. Yeah, and then loop around. We'll have it give it a curve. We'll throw the curveball this way, and we'll come right on top of that bubble like that. All right. I don't really have to do too much for a pour like this. Just a few things here and there. All right, the pour kind of itself takes care of all of that. So we're just adding simple little designs and whatnot. Once again, the pour takes care of everything else. Bonnie Floor Creations, hello. How are you? All right. Okay, Mia passed away. All right. Gotcha. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry for the loss of your pet. So let's do the lit and the shaded side of the flower. Let's do that. Let's go with a little touch of yellow. Little titanium white. Yellow always needs a little boost, a little help. We got a little bit, we'll pop a little green in there. Okay. All right, we'll pull this out. Keep a nice strong point wedge at the edge, see? All right. Okie dokie. Let's come over here. Now the lit side is obviously to our lower right. All right, and that's where we're gonna add all of that. We push and we fade it away a little, like so. Come in here like that. We'll bring that in a little bit more, like that. Okay, and we'll do the other one. And I'll straighten this out as we get these going here. Because now I'm not using anything more than just this paint. So if I want to, yeah, I'm trying to find my other brush before it totally dries up on me. I can't find my little fella. It's a tiny little makeup brush. Oh, there you are. Okay, we're gonna come in here a little bit and we're gonna, ooh, that was rough. Gonna pat some of that away. While it's wet, you can do this. Just kind of wear some away there. All right. We'll get to this one right here. This guy, we don't want to leave him out. And we always need contrast, okay? I'll bring that in a little bit more. I might make this look a little easy, but I've been doing it for a little while. But it's just practice. You keep practicing with it. All right. We'll let that tack up a bit. We'll go in with a little touch of, we'll do the blue and black deal. We'll come up here with the blue. We'll pop this light on so you guys can see it. We'll turn this over here. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. A little touch of black in that blue. All right. I don't want to really add too much water. Once again, this thick paint, I can kind of get away with it a bit. I think that'll add enough contrast. We'll pull this brush toward me. Still keep the edge pretty solid. Come here and do the same thing, but in the opposite direction. Okay. Like so. Bring it right out. We're gonna come here, do the same thing. All right. And once again, I'm just adding contrast to what we have, and you can see that now. All right. A little touch of water. I'm only tapping water in the corner of the brush. I just need just enough water. All right, just to get the paint flowing nicely, because it is on a varnished surface. All right, so the wetter the paint, the easier it flows in there. Okay. Once it starts to dry, the paint will pull on the brush, and you can really feel that. And it's just time for you just to get a little more, water on the brush. Like I say, I can use glycerin for it. It will be perfect, but I want this to quickly dry. All right. Thank you very much, Mo. Let's go with some white right here on the tip of this bright green. I just want it to stick out a little bit more for the final highlight for these guys. Okay. Brighter the highlight, the less of it you need. Right here, right on the edge, and like that. 1, 2, 3. We'll bring this in a little bit more. Yeah, we'll do a little push there. Aim it in there like that. All right, I just want these to stick out so you have more contrast to what's going on, because it's really busy back there. So, okay, like so. A little corner of water. Bring it back out. Stick with this bright whitish green. All right, we're gonna come right here. I'll take it like that. I need a little bit brighter. Just get some more white. Okay. Now with acrylic paint, as it dries, all right, it gets a little darker. All right, because it dries through evaporation. Okay, so it will get a little dark on you. So don't think that because it's really bright, you know, it's gonna look absurd. No, you just give it a few minutes. It will definitely dry out on you. Okay, I'm just gonna use a script liner for the fine lines. All right, so I'll put the 1/2 inch down for a second. We'll get to a script liner brush or a detailing brush, whatever you kind of know it as. All right, this thin guy. We'll come back in here, we'll get some more white. We'll dip it in there, get some water. Get it an inky consistency. You kind of have to play games with it to get the brightness there, get it still to be opaque, but yet fluid enough to move around with it. All right, I know it's a gentle dance to do stuff like that. We're gonna come here and we'll put our little paint in. I'm using the straight tip of the brush. All right. You can usually tell when you're running out of paint as you go to make the stroke and nothing happens. All right, but then again, these type of brushes are not really known for holding a lot of water. Of course not. Add a little highlight here. Bring it down like that. Just get you some more. I roll the brush in the paint. You hold the, let's put this down. You hold the brush like that. Directly vertical. Don't go this way, don't go that way. You're gonna get a thicker line. And that's not what you're looking for necessarily in doing these veins. All right. You'll get accustomed to adding the pressure you would add. You'll get used to it. The more you do these, the more you get accustomed to it. Okay. If you notice, I'm holding my brush further back too. I'm not holding it like I'm writing the Declaration of Independence or anything. All right. Get the brush back here. Thinner line, a little easier to flow, as you can see. All right. You'll be able to control it. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. I used to do comic book work, and I used to ink my comic figures with a brush. Of course, times have changed. They do a lot of it on computer, or they use markers and things like that because it just improves on speed. Some artists now don't even use. Let me move this out. That thing drag. It moved way from up there. Let's put you up there, out of my way. Let's see if I do it that way. If you'll stay still. Yeah, the times have changed. There's some traditionalists, but they're really the old school guys, to which I'm fast becoming. All right, much like that. Okay. Once again, you got the contrast going on. You got the veins going through them. Happy times. All right. Okay. Here comes the fun part, sweetheart. Let's see if I can go to. You see what lower left looks like. I'm upper left. Let's go upper right. Let's see what that looks like. No. I want to bring this in. Let's go mid view. Mid view looks depressing. Let's see if I can change that a little bit. I want to bring you guys in close, but I still wanted to give you a decent focus. Okay. So let me do some adjusting here, because we're gonna do the actual flower. All right, let's bring this back. Let's see what we got here for you. I think we're able to get away with that. I think that will help us out right about there. I think we're good here. I think we're all right. I think that'll make it. Let's switch. Okay, now when I do something like that, obviously you don't see the palette. All right, but we're gonna put a nice flower in here. Now watch how I do this flower. All of this depends on the same stroke I did for the leaves, more or less. All right. But I'm going to break this down. I'll just use everything. I'll try my best to do it all with the 1/2" brush. Here we go. So I got the darker and the lighter blue. We're going to pick a nice light blue flower. We're going to get this cobalt blue here. All right. Okay. I'll just load this up with paint. We'll position the flower somewhere around here. All right. Somewhere. And I'll just kind of fill it out and spread it out a little bit. Since I'll just have it be one flower. So I'll just make it one of substantial size. We'll just do one flower, okay? We'll put a little bit by this bubble here like that. Maybe we'll cover a leaf. We'll just expand it and cover one leaf like that. All right? All right. We'll come out here. I think that will be all right. Something like that. Don't worry about seeing all of this. All right. We'll be all right. We'll be okay. I think we'll do it that way. I'll take some black. All right. And we're just going to establish where the center of the guy will be. We'll put it right here. We'll do the letter V right here. All right. We'll take the V and we'll spread it out like this. Go up and we'll spread it back out. We'll have it go a little wider like that. All right. So you guys, I'm doing this because you guys can actually see that. All right. We'll come here on the bottom. We'll put a nice little smile. Just like that. All right. There. And we'll just kind of, the bottom edge, we'll just fluff it out. That edge there. Fluff it out a little bit, like so. All right, the bowl of the actual flower. We'll just use a little bit of white with this blue. We'll just pull it out like this. All right. We'll lighten it up a little. Okay, the bowl of the flower. Now remember, our light's coming from this side. The bowl of the flower would be approximately right in here. Now stop right there. All right. Okay. Actually, it kind of faded out by itself, so that's a good thing. But that's the bowl of the flower. Let's take some more white, because a lot of you are new, and so I'll approach it this way. I'll just sketch it out real quick. Right here on the top, all right, we're going to have a leaf that just comes out, spreads itself out like this, comes around like that, and goes in. All right, one of the flowers in the back. All right, let's go over here. Same thing. Let's have it come up, flop around like this, then come out like that, and then it curves in. Just put a dot right there. All road leads to Rome. Okay. Look at the chat here. Miss Southern Belle, my goodness, hello there. Rosemary, hi. It's good to see you guys. Good to see you, Miss Belle. Good to see you. We got another petal. We'll put a petal right. We'll put one right here like this. Boom. And we got one way up here. Put one there. All right. Let's get some more white so you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. One's here. Okay. And I'm just really just sketching it out like that. One here will come out here. We'll turn it. All right. But once again, all roads lead to that dot. All right, these are the guys here on the top. Okay, all right. Let's get some more of this. Well, let's darken it a little bit. We'll still use more of this color. See this nice dark area here? You're gonna come out here. You're gonna press, push, and you're gonna release. Press, and you're gonna overlap your strokes. All right, just like that. Now watch what happens when I continuously do that. I'll just go around the flower like that. Okay. Once again, I'm more or less using just pure paint because we're on the slippery stuff here, and I want the paint to dry. So come out here, and I'm used to doing these, so I'm gonna go through this rather quickly. But the technique is there. I do have videos where I really slow it down, and I have something called the instruction series. It's a brand new series. People give me requests to do certain subjects, things that they really haven't seen me do before, things like that. And I've been doing those, but those are very, very, very long because I explain every little step and I chat with everybody, but I explain and they ask questions. All right. Look at the way it looks already. Okay, we didn't even put any details in it yet, but I'm going with the flow, and everything's aimed toward that dot. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Okie dokie, we're going to go a little darker. We'll mix this blue in with the white, even though this is not the final color, but and we'll do the petals on the bottom. I'll sketch these out too. Got one here. You got a funny guy right here, right here. You got one like hanging out here, like that. Put it up there like that. These are the fellas on the outside just hanging out. All right, these are the so-called cool kids with a cigarette in their mouth. All right. Checking out the. Hey, Joy. Thank you. Once again, darker color. What we're going to do here now, the trick to this is do not destroy your darker blue back there. All right, don't do that. And we're aiming all of that, even though the flower below, but look, everything's still aiming toward that dot. You got me. Now, with the lighter hue of the same color, okay, it disappears into that blackish blue. All right. The brighter the color you got on the outside, the darker this middle becomes. Follow me? We'll make this disappear. We'll send that. We'll send that. Bye-bye. Okay. Don't matter what. Just slap a little black in there. We'll send it on its way. All right. Okay. These flowers can become more and more complicated. Yes. But once again, I just want to show you guys how it's going to go around. Remember, the light's coming over from this side here. All right. Let's start with the inside here. This will be fine. This light blue is, can you guys see it? Yeah. This light blue is kind of inking to almost that yellow where it's transparent. All right, but I'm just gonna try the blue right out, just right out the gate. Let's see what we got here. So we're gonna come here. I'm gonna give it a slight push, boom, and go this way. Now look at that rim of color there. All right, that's the selling point of this guy. I'm gonna put a little dot right here, because that's where we're aiming. When you have a petal that's facing us like this, all right, your vanishing point will be where my thumb is pointing, down below, right there. So you take your strokes. I'll make this one even. I'll make it crooked. I'll overlap, make it come up like that, and then aim downward. Put this one a little straight, aim just like that. And the rest of them I'll just kind of play because it's not the lit side, so it's okay. Much like that. All right. Okay. I'll somewhat keep it like that. Let's create another one because I can. Let's come here, add a little, see, look at, watch. I'll just keep adding that right here and I'll just curve it in like that. And then I'll just take the residual paint and I'll just bring it right toward that dot there. All right. All right. Something like that. See that? I just added 2 layers of petals like that. You follow me? All right. Now, I can also just be cute and come out here like this. Give a little push and come inward like that. Okay. Okay. Let's get some more. This bright bluish blue here. This baby blue, pulling it towards me because I want to keep a sharp edge. So what I did is I took the petal and reversed it. Now you got petals flipping around on the outside. We'll come, well, no, I'll just stay around in here. The other ones get a little darker. We'll come out this way and just kind of aim it that way. Let's get that a little more of a push. It's up to you how bright you want these. All right. So we'll keep it like that. We'll mess around with the brighter stuff. Then we'll go to the darker colors. Okay, I can feel that my paint is starting to tack up, which is fine. Come here, right here, and add some of that in there. Make it really smooth, that transition going into that darker area. Like that. Then leave it be. Don't keep picking at it. Leave it be. When you find something you like, leave it alone. Go to the next one, right here. I'll come with add a little point at that. Let's make it disappear. Get a shorter one there. Maybe another longer one there. And one right in here. I'm not really too concerned about the highlights and details. The highlights will come next. All right. We're going to probably put a fold in one of those. It just gives me something to do. Come here. Maybe you want this petal in front of that one. So you just kind of put it on out there. Really press it and just make it disappear in there. All right. Once again, I've been doing this for a little while. All right, so I kind of know what it's going to look like, what's going to go on with it. All right. Looks like a phoenix bird, yeah. I tend to make my art look like a Rorschach test for people, which is cool. It's all good, you know. Of course, you get people like Sonia who totally disrupt the whole painting session. Yep. I was doing hydrangeas and it was coming out nice. Hydrangeas and smoke. And Sonia pops on my channel and says skull. And it totally messed up the whole paint. Actually, I want that to be darker. Let's leave that alone. I'll keep it all on that side, like I said. Yep. Sonia said skull, and the rest was history. She, I did see the skull, and so I proceeded to omit the floral and painted a skull. So it looked like something right straight out of He-Man cartoons with hydrangeas. Yeah, blame Sonia for that one. Yep. Yeah, Sonya, she gonna eat all of that one. That one was her doing. Purely her doing. Let's go with the darker blue. We're gonna go with cobalt. All right. Sonya is the scourge of content creators everywhere. We're gonna come here with the darker color. All right, just like that. I'm gonna need some more cobalt blue. Oh, hold on 1 second. Oh boy. And you know what makes it worse? I wouldn't be on Sonya so bad, but she keeps inducting people into her club of terror. Yep. I had a Robin all picked out on one painting. Lady from England comes by and talks about a different Robin in England. And so what do? I look on Google, live, look at the bird, and just painted the bird. I'm like, are you kidding me? I just got again. So she has students who do her bidding. See, she upped her game. She ups her game fast, so I can't get too mad at her hustle. Oh man. Yep. Yep, that movie American Gangster is based on Sonya. Her gangster is strong. Oh, it's Tim's art. Oh. Okay, well look away. Look away. Get better soon. I know we have a few people that are under the weather, and I can understand. I think I told you guys about my guy brother that had a stroke. Well, he's home, but now his sister's in the hospital. Got a call today, and she has pneumonia. Nice, right? Oh my God! All I need to hear. Crazy. So, okay. Now you're starting to see now even with the darker petals. Okay, you still gotta add the flow and the character of these guys. All right, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna add a little bit of this blue to it just to because it's like in between there. So we'll put a little bit of that in there like that. All right. All right. Now watch what I'll do. Now we already have a bright color. We just add white to it. A little touch of this blue, but mostly white. We're gonna go with highlights here. But before I do that, let me show you how I'll make a quick fold in the petal right here. I'll take this brush. We'll start off small here, right? And then I'll just kind of come up, and then go back down real quick. And just wipe that right to, because we got its own little vanishing point when you add a folded petal in there. All right, much like that. So now you got a folded petal. Isn't that cool? All right, we're gonna be doing some light little strokes because once again, this is the lit side of the petal. We're gonna give a slight push and we'll come in. All right, slight push, come on in. Follow the flow of the flower itself. We'll come a little heavier here, like that. and then you fade the rest. All right. Okay, we got this little edge here. We'll just give it a little push, and that's all I'm going to do here. Just give it a little slight push. We'll get rid of that, and we'll bring it in maybe like that, because most of the light's over here on this side anyway, like that. All right. Okay, let's get a little more white. Let's get a little blue. Pull this tourmaline down. This is just pure paint, no water, anything like that added to this. A little touch right there. A little touch. Just like that. Now just kind of coax this downward. All right. And we'll fade it away. There. Okay. So keep all this in perspective. Keep in mind where your light source is. All right. We'll come here and a little curve there. Curve. I can use my finger. I'm going to just blend that down. All right. Remember, we want this guy in. I think we wanted him in front. So like that, and curve him in there. And it's really up to you how much of the striations you want in them. That's entirely that's your bag. You know, you do what you want of how much of that you want in there. There. Actually, let's get another bent petal right in here, and then we'll just make it disappear like that. So we got another folded petal there, just like that. All right. Let's get pure white. Let me clean off my brush real fast. You can get away with pure white on such a light flower, but remember, the less is more. So pure white, just right on the edge, because once again, it is highlight. And the highlighted flowers, when you highlight them, all right, they come out in front more. It's just by sheer. That's the nature of things, how our eyes perceive stuff. Okay. Like that. We'll bring some of that here. Come on here like this. And we'll fade the rest out. Get a nice bright one right here on this bend. Well, need more white. I'll bring some out like this. Let me look at the chat. Oh Lord. You see, now Sonia brags. Sonia has come a long way in her painting journey, so I'm happy for her. She didn't give up. She did not give up. Okay, now you guys see, obviously, where the light source is now. Okay, so as I'm doing this, and you see the light sources, we'll put one here, like that. Now I'm doing wet on dry, so I got like seconds to mess with this. Okay, really, because acrylic dries really fast. All right. Okay. So we have this all done, right? All right. How do you highlight the dark side of a flower? Well, we'll take this blue, and we'll take some of this light blue. We'll put it together like this. All right. All right. You see the color, right? You see it's lighter, obviously, than that. We can darken it just a little bit. And it's still going to be lighter than your original color, but not by much. Okay, that's cool. We'll pull it towards us. Pull it towards, and we'll get some backlight stuff right around here. See that? Backlight things. Just to show that, a little bit of love is coming over here. Not too much, but, God loves fools too, so you give it a little bit of care. Matter of fact, I'll even give it a little bit of a fold in here. Bring it down like that. All right. There we go. So, I care a little bit.
Did you eat tonight?
Nope. What time? It is. It's well. I mean, it's around her schedule. It's only 8:39 or 8:40. So yeah, it's about that time. You know, I've already stopped enough streams feeding her. Your turn. Okay. So we got little differences in hue going in here. I can probably bring a little bit of this love into this flower a little bit, kind of sneak some of that darkness around there. Same thing with this one here. I'll put a little bit in there. We'll sneak a bit in there. All right. Bring that gradual darkness in there, just like so. Now, I can put other petals in here. I most certainly can. Do I want to? Kind of. Should I? No. The reason why I'm hacking, I'm not getting a cold. I suffer from post-nasal drip. It's one of those blessings my mother bestowed upon me at birth. All right, she had the same thing. Because I used to wonder why she coughed so much, and she's not a smoker, not a drinker, or a midnight tinker. But she always had that cough, and now I know why. All right, let's get a little bit of the yellow, and we'll use this brush. No, this brush comes to a point. I'll use it anyway. We'll play with it. Yellow is a horrible color to try to use by itself. It needs a little help, so we get a little titanium white to make it a little opaque. All right, we'll just beat up on the brush like that. All right. All right, and we'll just kind of pop in some yellow little fluffy things in here. Get it kind of strong here on the bottom, then you loosen it up toward the top. All right, like so. We'll go a little bit brighter, just a little, where the light source is, which is over here. All right, so you kind of pump up that light source there. This is not really the right brush for it, but it'll do. Like that. See, isn't that neat? Isn't that pretty cool? All right. Once again, on an acrylic pour, you don't have to really go that in depth with it if you don't want to. All right. If you don't want to. I mean, it's truly up to you how far you want to bring this. How far you really want to go. As I'm checking it out, I'm looking at it. I guess I can put, here, let's do it. We'll do a little bit of black, a little bit of this green. We'll get a deep color. And for the final part of this, we'll just add some deeper leaves right from the flower itself. We'll put them, we'll have one come here like that, and we'll get a line. We'll come right down to the bottom like this. All right. So it's right there on the bottom where you can't see it. Hold on. I caught myself. Hold on. I caught myself. There we go. Okay, right down here on the bottom. And we'll come in. Really, we'll make that one pretty one, nice and slow there. All right. We're going to come over here. We're almost done, guys. We're almost there. All right, so you got one. Just that quick. All right. Sonia, my video's still smooth. I'm not all herky-jerky or anything. Am I still good? Figured I asked before my voice totally goes out. Yeah, we'll put one right in here. Kind of up in here like this. And we're going to bring it through here. Okay. I'm going to come out here. Cover that up. Just like that. So we got a petal right underneath the flower over there. Like that. Gorgelicious. Awesome. Oh, somebody mentioned water droplets. Somebody mentioned water droplets. I'm not gonna say who mentioned it. Their name shall be flow. I mean, um, hidden. All right. One tooth, you still gotta have three. We'll put it back here somewhere. All right. Up around here, and we'll just kind of point it in that direction. Okay. And we'll have it go. Well, you know what? We'll have it, even if it's a darker leaf, we'll have it go above this one, just because. Just like that. Just like so. Boom. All right. Okay. So we got these guys. I guess I'll pop a water droplet in there, or two. Probably three. I'm gonna add just a little slight touch of water to it. I don't want it too watery, because once again it'll start to bead up. Okay, right here. Press. Pop that in there. Press. A little shorter. A little shorter. All right. See that? I still want that intensity, that brightness of the yellow. I'll put a few little baby strokes here. He's underneath, so you know he's trying, failing, but you know give him effort. All right, this guy right here. Okay, he's a little darker, but he's in there. I might want to brighten that one up, only on the edges, just for a little separation. Right here, I'll give him a slight push and pop him in there. Slight push, pop that in there. Slight push, just like that. Put him in there, like so. The more I talk, the worse it gets. So bear with me. That's another thing about painting on varnish. When you varnish a painting, it's gonna take a second for it to dry, but it's all right. We're gonna come in here, add some more contrast, just like so. All right. Add some more of that contrast in there. We'll do the same thing here. Well, it's underneath, so it can be dark. Just like this. Okay. Let's get a little green in that black. Yeah, this is fine. We're gonna bring some little bit of love in here. One thing, it just shells out, it frames the flower. Okay, so I'm doing little coy, sneaky things. I'm really framing the flower. I'll add water, make a little glaze on top of this paint, and we'll just kind of give the darkness. Because it's already dark green, so we'll just add the black to it. Once again, I'm working off contrast, all right? So you don't have to fully paint in a subject, okay? Because you're creating all sorts of tones in it. I'll just use this real quick. You want to get part one. All right. It's on welfare, so it only gets part. All right. It didn't talk to a caseworker, so it only gets part money. All right, just like this. All right. You have a good night, Joy. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Inherited Stitches, hello. How are you? Well, welcome, Inherited Stitches. You know, sometimes art isn't really for everybody, but you know, so it's all good. You know, there's certain things that attract certain people. So, but that's life. That's human nature. No big deal. But I do appreciate you for stopping by and saying hey. Okay, do I want to add little veiny things to this? I mean, I could. I don't really have to use the I don't have to use the script liner for it. We'll pop a few friendly things in here. Actually, let me see. These have a little water in there. We'll use this color. I'll just use the corner of the brush, and we'll put them in this way. You have to have the sound effects. If you don't add the sound effects, it doesn't work. Turn the brush around because I got more paint on the other side. And I am just using the corner of the brush. I'm just doing it quick, but I am using the corner of the brush. Okay. Once again, it only gets part love. Alright. I'm sorry. I had to treat this flower like a side bitch. You only get part love. Alright. Alrighty. Oh, photography. Nice. Yeah, I got all sorts of cameras too. I'm way too busy to do the photography thing, but I got a myriad of cameras here. All right, I'm thinking, I'm looking. I do believe that we're good. Okay, once again, I don't have to add and overdo a painting. We've got Hulk Hogan's t-shirt in the background. So I think we're good here. I don't have to overdo it. All right, and plus this is kind of a little break from doing 5-hour tutorials. All right, so I raved about the gold marker. I just bought a silver one today because, well, just because. So hopefully this one will do the same. It's the same brand. Of course, I gotta activate this thing. Well, thank you, Shane. How are you? How you doing, Miss Shane? Good to see you. I believe you did some work very recently yourself. I think I made a comment on it. Okay, this is one of these markers got it's a wedge tip, so I can write really thin on it. I'll just put my name right here in this. Nice silver, nice, cool. I like this too. All right, 23. And it is February. There we go. Oh, this is awesome. It's like a metallic mirror silver. This is good stuff. This stuff. All right, let's put it over here. I do appreciate you guys. Let's take this. Get rid of this. All right. Now this is the other camera. I do have it on automatic focus. Oh, let's go back a little bit. What size is this? 12 by 16. Let's go back a little bit more. All right, like I say, it's on automatic focus. I don't have to focus this. What do I have that's at least close to this size for a frame? I guess I'll use one of these. I know the black ones might be too small, but I think you guys get kind of the idea. Anyway, if it was framed. All right, obviously it's too short, but it would look something like so. All right, so you'll still see the effect of the stitching on this. All right, okie dokie. Let's put that one down there. I think I got a couple of them that, I know I got one that might work. This one might, no, I think it's too wide, but I think it works a little bit better. Then you got this guy, the brown frame. All right. Probably the black frame, if it was thick like this, it would probably work. But to each his own. Some people may like the brown frame. Some people may like the black frame. I do have a thicker black frame. Don't know if it will work. It might be too large. We'll give it a shot. Yeah, this is too big, I think. But we'll give it a shot. Oh no, actually this might be the size. All right, but anyway, thicker black frame. I think this might fare a little bit better. Well, once again, it's really up to you. I think this is the size. So that's what it would look like, black frame. Okay, so pretty cool. They always tend to have a different look, and I'm looking at a 45 inches screen on the wall. So I know you just see the hairs on my chinny chin chin, but I'm looking at a giant monitor on the wall, and I'm looking at your chat here and on my computer right beside me with OBS. But yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. But I'll read the chat. I'll look at your chat and see which ones you got, which one you guys like. Yeah, I think the black one is cool too. Yep. You see, Mo says yes, black, but thicker in my option. Mo, you make this way too easy. All right. All right, let's go back to should I go to 3? Yeah, I'll go to 3. You guys can see it on the bottom there. All right. Okay. So once again, a very short stream. Not too bad. All right. This camera that you're looking at was the camera that was looking at this. Okay. But you can see by the blurred background there, it is the Canon EO T3, Rebel T3 camera. So that's the one every 29 minutes and 59 seconds. It's going to take a picture and then redo it. So it's got magic lantern on it, so that little white box that be in the center bothering everybody, it won't be there. But I wanted to say hey and goodbye. You guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. Shortly 9 o'clock. Gretchen, if you're still here, or sorry, Doris, you're still here. I enjoyed your stream. I usually put you on the big screen and listen to you and watch when I'm done doing thumbnails and all of that. And as usual, for guys who've been with me for years, you know what I do. I'll take a photo of this. It'll be on Facebook. It'll be on Instagram. I gotta make a thumbnail for the YouTube thumbnail. So, all that fun stuff. So, until next time, guys, I appreciate you. I'll see you when I see you. Where is my closing? Ah, there you are. So I'll see you when I see you. You gotta take care. Bye-bye.